And welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Advance 4 Super Mario Bros. 3. I'll just probably call it Super Mario Advance 4 from now on, just for the sake of convenience. Just thought I'd explain that. Last time we did World 1, and now we're moving on to World 2. Which, to clarify something from the previous video, I guess in 1-4, I guess the reward, if you get like every coin, pretty much, is a P-Wing. And in this world, for the coin level, which we'll get to very shortly, it's actually an anchor. So it alternates P-Wing, anchor, basically. So this one, you just gotta run and fly to the end. Not too hard. And I screwed that up. Yeah, so that's a fun thing you can do in this game. You can just fly over everything, pretty much. That's 2-1 down, and also if we're getting past a certain score, we unlock this little note card. Basically, my method is always to do these two, because those are usually kind of a giveaway. Because normally you will have a fire flower in this spot, so that's kind of telling of what the layout is. It's probably gonna take the entire game to get that, to be honest, because I'm terrible at that, to be honest. So, more cards. I'm just gonna mash and see what happens. Mashing does not work, apparently. In this level, 2-2, if you get a certain amount of coins, which is pretty much all the coins, you get the white mushroom house, the white toad house. I'm not gonna go for that because, frankly, it's really hard to get all the coins here. Because you basically have to make 2 passes at it, because there's a P-switch somewhere. So you basically have to get all the coins and then get all the other stuff from these blocks using the P-switch. It's really hard. I'm not gonna try it. Again, it's just you basically get the initial coins and then you just hit the P-switch and try to get the vertical stacks of coins as fast as possible. That's all it is. Nothing more difficult than that. But I've never been able to pull it off, so why start now? Another feature I forgot to show off is you can actually exchange lives between players. I just thought I'd point that out. This fort has an odd aesthetic to it. I don't think there's another fort aesthetically like it in the rest of the game, actually. Because normally the floors are different. Also, by the way, boos are way faster in this game than normal. So keep that in mind. They're way faster in New Super Mario Bros. In Mario Maker. Actually, if you ask me, their speed in this game is equivalent to a winged boo in Super Mario Maker. Or approximately similar. It's closer to that, is what I'm trying to say. Like, just see how fast it goes compared to the normal boo. Yeah, a bunch of boos got together to make a YouTube group. They'd probably call themselves normal boots. Haha, lol. Bad joke. I don't think there's anything over there, so I don't know why that's even there, to be honest. Anyway, through the door. And we have Boom Boom again. Getting used to seeing this guy, because he's gonna show up a lot. He's not any harder, if you couldn't tell. When you have a flat room, Boom Boom is a piece of cake. It's when you get like a more tiered room, when things get a little bit dicey. I think we don't see that until like World 3, though, I want to say. It's gonna be a while. So, might as well try this again. See if I can remember what happened literally 3 minutes ago. Okay. If I can find the 20 coin, you know what that is. Well, I know what the fire flower is. So do this. 10 coin. That doesn't help me. So we know where the 1-ups are now. At least that's some progress. And just since we're coming out the desert, we might as well do this. Now I'm actually not 100% sure how perfect clears work in this map, because there's actually a hidden bro, I guess I could say. He's not a hammer bro or a boomerang bro, so I'll just call him a bro for now. But I don't exactly know if you have to defeat all the hammer bros to count as a perfect clear. This level, I think, is recreated in Mario Maker, if I'm not mistaken, to some extent. I don't think there are any fire snakes, though. I think they got rid of the retroactive power-up thing that was weird in the originals. In the original games, a weird thing with power-ups is if you lose a mushroom, one of the fire flowers on screen, you actually can't get a fire flower from it. It just acts like a normal mushroom. I think they don't have that in this version. Actually, no, that's only the Japanese version of 3 in the first place. People way overdo this mechanic in Mario Maker, just thought I'd point that out. Like, people just make entire levels there, just like stacks and stacks of that, and it's just like obnoxious. It's a cool concept sparingly, but it's really, really frustrating to having an entire level like that. Design tip 101, don't take a mechanic and then go to the well until it runs dry. Basically. Because it is a cool mechanic, the shell thing, but it's like, eh. That was like the first hit we've actually taken. I forgot to also talk about my history with the game. Basically, this was like one of the first games I ever played, so that kind of shows where I'm coming from. You know, in terms of my history with the game. It wasn't the first. I think the first is Super Mario Bros. Duh. That's like everyone's first game, isn't it? It's either that or Pong. Or Pac-Man, it seems. My generation. Wait, not even my generation. I'm younger than that. I'm only 20. Yeah, I was like, am I gonna be 21 when this video goes up? Because this is being advanced recorded. Do not care about getting hit. Just want to finish this off. And I still got to start even though he was messing up really big. Like, really getting in the way there. But out of the original 3, not counting the lost levels, because no one counts the lost levels, I always like this game the best. I almost beat it once, but then a situation arose where I got to World 8, and then had to like leave, and to put things in perspective, the NES really didn't do saving, well. Zelda was like one of the only NES games back in the day where you can actually save, which sounds ludicrous, but it's actually true. So do this. This one's actually a little bit tricky. You can't pick up shells from above from falling on them, which is different than Mario Maker. So that's frustrating. I don't know why the Goombas are red. Well, I guess maybe desert heat. But anyway, you can actually do this. I think I showed this off in the original project, but oh well. Why not show it again? What's down here, actually? Absolutely nothing. Okay. Go down and find the secret, and there's nothing there. I don't remember there being many places where you can find cacti. One of these is a P-switch, but I don't know which one, because I honestly don't care. Oh, shoot. And now we're down here in the spot. Boomerang Bro, get lost. I do not want to deal with you. And that's actually, ow. That's actually the end of the level. Okay, that was the thing that happened. Yeah, I always played this game the most of the originals. I just never got into 2. I don't mean to start like an argument or anything, but yeah, I just could never get into 2. Okay, this level is not a good one to be doing a small. Definitely not. Okay. Shoot. Thanks, game. Okay, so now that we have a mushroom and we won't die instantaneously, grass is normal. Why there's water there? I have no idea. I've never figured that out. Why there's just a random puddle? Because that's what all it is, a puddle. It's not even like a lake or anything. Do this and you get a vine. Unlike Super Mario Maker and Super Mario World, you cannot jump off of vines. So that's frustrating. Oh man, vine jumping. Speaking of which, I still have a video of Kaizo that I haven't done commentary for. I recorded the video, but I just haven't actually done commentary because I decided I'm not like, you know what? Everyone hates Kaizo and struggles with Kaizo with live commentary. Maybe I should just do pre-recorded commentary. But that'll go up probably after this project, like between this and the next LP. But that's beside the point. What level was that? 6. So we have the pyramid. two Hammer Bros, Boomerang Bros, I don't know. That guy is like being very solitary right now. So also I forgot to show off the L and R buttons, just access menus. R button, you can basically get power-up cards from e-reader cards, but well, I don't have an e-reader. Heck, you couldn't even use an e-reader for this version. They patched in the e-reader levels, but they didn't actually patch in the e-reader power-ups. Big difference. Yeah, the e-reader stages, I've only played the first 4, which are basically remakes of Mario 1 levels, so I don't really consider that spoiling it, because I just looked at the names, like, oh, those are all Mario 1 levels. I just wanted to see what, you know, the general style was. There was a hidden coin room here. Go in the pipe, and voila! This is a P-switch. This actually is really hard to get a lot of coins in. I'm not even gonna try. And this is just the bottom of the hill from up there, basically, so that's not really a shortcut, it's like a long cut, basically, a director's cut. Okay, so if you have a tail, you can just do that. If you don't have a tail, you have to use the Buzzy Beetles. Get out of here, Mr. Hammer Bro. Mr. Boomerang Bro, more like it. I should just go for all mushrooms at this point. Speedrunners actually don't get all 3 because even though you try to maintain P-speed for the entire game, basically, it's actually not good to, oh, I think I might actually be kind of screwed here. The Hammer Bro, okay, this is awkward. The Hammer Bro has a hammer, and the Boomerang Bro has a hammer. That's why I was screwing up there, because it's confusing to say that out loud. You have to use this hammer to get to a hidden Boomerang Bro that has an item. And then you basically can get the 3rd warp whistle if you used it right in this spot. The problem is, we can't actually do that. I'd have to die in this level to basically get that. So this king is one of those little dealies from Super Mario Bros. 2. I don't know what it's actually called. Again, Super Mario Bros. 2 is not my forte. One difference in this game is they added in a lot of characters from later games, which you will see later on. Another complaint of this version is the music sounds like MIDI on steroids, where it's like, sounds like it's recorded in a tin can, but that's just because it was a GBA game. The GBA did not have the best speakers, that's a fact. The worst game for this is said to be Yoshi's Island, because Yoshi's Island has a really good soundtrack, and they kind of didn't do a great job with it. Though, fun fact, I've never... Jeez, how many times have I said this in videos already? But I actually have never owned a SNES ever, so the GBA version is all I have. So when I heard the original, because I've seen 2 Let's Plays of Yoshi's Island, it kind of blew my mind how different it sounded. How, like, alive the soundtrack sounded, because it sounds so tinny on GBA, and that's all I was aware of. Still no power up there, but again, keep that in mind for the future. Morton Koopa Jr. is, pretty easy to take out. He is a heavyweight, yet he does not do the floor shaking. That's a little bit of a plot hole that they addressed in the new Super Mario Bros. Games, where they basically gave Roy the sort of ground pounding mechanic. To sort of well, he's a huge character, so it sort of makes sense. In this game, it makes no sense that he doesn't shake the floor, considering he has the exact same build as Roy Koopa. That's irrelevant now. Others Koopalings compensate with different skills, but again, some of those are integrated and some are not into the new Super Mario Bros. Games, so it's a little bit spotty. Anyway, we have the white block, which is a cloud, which lets you skip a level. Okay, so this is good to know, actually. It does count as a perfect clear if you, don't fight that hidden hammer bro. Okay, good to know. It's a fire bro, technically. But in any case, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Super Mario Bros. 3 Super Mario Advance 4, where we take on the dreaded water level.